Sunday, December 24th, 2023, the fourth Sunday of Advent. What preparations had to be made in heaven for that first Christmas? Gabriel began the process 6 months ahead, when he had to pass the message of the birth of John the Baptist to Zechariah. The Gloria choirs may have begun their practice then as well. Then, Gabriel had to get ready to go to Mary 6 months later to announce the matter of the birth of Christ. Then, Zechariah's dumbness had to be withdrawn. In the meantime, Joseph's dreams had to be rehearsed, the star had to be set to guide the Magi, the Gloria choirs had to appear at the time of the birth, the shepherds had to be inspired, and timely dreams had to be set up for the Magi and Joseph. Hectic to say the least, right? The opera of the preparation for the birth of the Lord is a story of extraordinary joy. Today's Gospel gives us a glimpse of that drama with the conversation of Gabriel and Mary. One could imagine Gabriel relating to God the Father the story of how he encountered Zechariah during the worship in the temple, and, in disbelief, had to make him mute. Gabriel must have been advised by God the Father to be a little gentler to the young lady Mary. Mary must have been in prayer or in her house chores when the angel Gabriel appeared to her. Gabriel must have been taken aback by the response of this audacious young girl who had the courage to establish a dialogue with him. When the apparition happened to Zechariah, he was overcome with fear. But here is a young girl debating with the angel. We are surprised to see that Mary was so familiar with spiritual realities that the appearance of the angel did not scare her, or she had no doubt about who was calling. In the Old Testament, there is a similar story. A boy about the same age as Mary was called by God. Samuel could not recognize who was calling in spite of serving in the temple for some years. The need to familiarize children with divine experiences, or at least to consult spiritual helpers, is a practice that we need to grow in our families. When Joseph did not understand Mary's pregnancy and was trying to divorce her secretly, Mary ran to the sign given to her, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, who got pregnant in her old age, would have been the only woman on earth who could have understood the miracle happening to Mary. In their meeting, they break forth into a chorus of divine praise. People who have experienced God firsthand will glow like burning charcoals put together. Mary's consent to the proposal of Gabriel was not out of fear or coercion. Young as she was not intimidated by the overawing presence of the angel. Instead, she clarified her doubts before consenting. Mary's yes was a very well thought out response to God. She made a choice to go by God's plans. God's plans do not occur to us unknowingly, but rather by our informed consent and our desire to adhere to those plans.